Hey, Appleblonde, how's it going? I'm trying to move things and not drop things. Let me pick a lipstick out. I love this little bag. So cute. Um, so happy Veterans Day, everybody. Hey, Jeanette. All the people, new people. Oh, this was a Maybelline lipstick. Let's try this one. Going pretty good. How about you? I slept a lot today. Like a lot. I'm actually doing better today than I did yesterday. So this is a Maybelline 311 Crimson Wraith is the name of this lipstick. It's a really nice lipstick. It's a little waxy, um, but it feels good. A little heavy and waxy, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It is a thing. Hey Jennifer. Hey Donna. Hey Marilla. Um, yeah, I had a iffy day today because I was really off yesterday, like super off. I had a members know I had a little vlog sale, members live yesterday, and I was not in the best. James thinks I was having a reaction to one of my meds, and yeah, it could have been. I was just not in the best way yesterday. So today I spent a lot of time sleeping. Um, I went and posted stuff at, oh my gosh, UPS. Oh my goodness. Now, okay, so I'm learning things. A lot of people who do resale, hey D, use pirate ship or there's this low cost shipping labels, partnerships and things. Well, I've always just gone to USPS. Well, today's a holiday. Happy Veterans Day. So the post office is not open. So I went to UPS because they are open and I learned something very interesting. So with UPS, you want to use boxes. They charge extra for irregular shapes. It's because they stack everything, and they have they and like UPS does a variation of distance and weight and size of box, right? Well, USPS has a box weight optimal, right? So I had one of the boxes I shipped was 4 pounds in weight, but the ship weight was 4 pounds. The weight allotted for that box size was up to 10 pounds. So the postage, even though it was only a 4 pound package, that parcel would have been up to 10 pounds for the same ship rate. So I'm like, well, dang, now I know, So interestingly, I think it was expensive, guys. My vlog sale was successful for me for what I needed to do, but it was also cost money because I only charged $15 for postage. The postage was $25. It was sick like $68 to send three parcels. Yeah, three parcels. I was like, ouch, ouch. But they're gone, they're mailed. Everybody who bought something, you'll get it on Thursday. And I'm gonna be having, hey Craig, I'm gonna be having a few more vlog sales, so don't worry. And I'm gonna have vlog sales on my members channel first, and then as those go, I'm gonna then have them on my regular channel. So on Friday, I should have a few bags for sale on the vlog on Friday. But hi, Mr. Pugsley. I do not have French fries. No, no, no. Pugsley is over here looking for French fries. Grandma came to visit today. Oh yeah, Jennifer, it's really expensive. I was surprised at how expensive, but it's holiday rate too. As soon as the holiday hits, it costs more. They even tell you that. The post office tells you that. It's for volume. It just costs more. So anyway, let me show you my bag of the day. This was my bag of the day. This is my vintage Coach. I can't remember the name of it. I bought this from the original owner. Hey Linda P. And Ronnie, so this is my Labubu Have a Seat. This is the only Have a Seat one I have. This is the first one I ever bought from It's Adrian. And then I have my two little, these are my charms from Macy's. These are for the Macy's Day balloon. So this is modeled after the Macy Day balloons for the Thanksgiving parade. So right now, Macy's is having a countdown to parade day. They're having a big parade, you know. So anyhow, these are them. This is what I wore today. Um, I had a huge, don't fall. I had a whole bunch of I was talking to James about charms because I really, really, really wanted the Coach collab right now. Oh, by the way, if you guys like Coach, I don't know if it's at Coach.com or Coach Outlet, but the Coach Outlet has 22% off today only because it's Veterans Day. It's 11/11, so they have 22% off selected items. So if you like the Kiss print motif that they had, that's at the outlet. So Coach Outlet right now, they have them really inexpensive, like 22% off on top of their sale. So there was a cute little Coach Rowan I would have been tempted to buy, but here's the deal, guys. I don't like the lipstick print. I liked it in the little like little pouch in your pack for lipsticks in your bag. I like it for maybe uh what do you call it, a cosmetic bag, and I like it for uh there was one thing I liked in it a lot, but I as a person, and I love lipstick, you know, but I just didn't want to walk around. Oh, the agenda cover, I love the agenda cover. I didn't want to carry a handbag with the lipstick print. It just didn't appeal to me. um craig says Craig says it's 45 degrees here right now. I'm loving it. Yay! What did you do about the broken shelf, Jackie? Okay, so I had a broken shelf situation, guys. Hi, Monica. And hey, Grace. I got a refund. And then I promptly bought a different type of shelf. And hopefully that comes in. I was able to salvage the shelf that was broken um, temporarily so I can use it. But man, it threw my whole groove off yesterday because I was getting really happy with my bag space and my bag room, and then that happened. That was not fun. So I'll be going through more and more bags because I have too many. I don't want to sell any of them. I'll be super honest. I'd keep every last one I owned, but I keep buying more, and there's no place to put them. I have an entire room now that needs to house the bags I have. And I had a big kerfuffle with my YouTube lineup this week. Oh, I don't know what I was doing when I made my November lineup. I had 2 videos go out one day. No video went out on Sunday. And then today's video I thought I had posted on Sunday. And then you know, Craig, the thing is, this is the bigger house. I wanted to get a house that was smaller than this. This house actually isn't too small, but I have one room dedicated to his mom right now that that one was actually my room, and this one was actually this was actually the guest room. Right? This is a better setup for the guest room, and but you know, anyway, Craig said some of that cool weather. Oh, it's 80. Yeah, it's warm here too, guys. It's in the 80s, but the 80s is better than the 90s. Um Oh, so hey, Katie. So the other thing that happened today, so I went to the UPS. We went out and had breakfast, and then we came home. I promptly crashed, like went to sleep again. James went to go get his mother. They went and picked up dinner, lunch, you know, and then she hung out with the dogs and we just visited for a while. I woke up from my nap, and then I after that, guys, so I spent oh, Jennifer, my house is 1600, isn't that right? 1640 square feet. Yeah, without the garage or outbuilding, which is the shed, but we built in after. Uh Actually, I think the 1640 might include the garage. I don't know. But I wanted a 1,300 square foot house. We had lived in a 1,000 square foot house, 975 square feet for our most of our, you know, since 2007 to 2016, pretty much. So when we bought this house in 2016, um, I was like 1,300's great, and James was like, no, let's get the bigger house. I'm like, okay, you know. So James's mom is, she wants to come home, but I just don't see it happening. She's still not able to transfer. Um, but well, you have two kids now, you can upgrade. Yes, we do have two fur babies. Um, and now that it's official, I've shared the photos with my extended family and said, "Hey, we have new puppies." Because we've signed the paperwork, paid the deposit, and it is a donation. Even the way they you send the money, it's a donation. It goes through a link. So anyway, after his mom left and James left with mom, I did house wifey things. I'm like, this is what happens when you spend the weekend sleeping and you have an extra day off. So I washed dishes. I processed. I buy they're called country pork ribs, boneless pork ribs. They're just like pieces of pork that's, I mean, I don't know what you call them, but that's what they call them at the butcher's, all right? So they're just boneless pork ribs. They're pretty big country pork ribs, and I just take them and I process them out because they're big family pack, right? And then I separate them into different freezer style bags so we can make meals just for the two of us and not for the family of 15 that it's meant for. So I was processing that, and then I took one of the riblets and then I turned that into minced pork because growing up in Asia, pork meat is meat, and if you want it ground, you have a cleaver. That's how that works. And so I have a cleaver, and I sat down and made minced pork out of that one piece of pork and made pork and rice soup. And then I that the worst thing, the thing I've been dreading. So Sunday when I went to church, I got gifted like, I don't know, it looks like 4 pounds of peppers, of jalapeno peppers, but yay! Yes, Jennifer, Wednesday and Pugsley are officially ours. It's so exciting. We changed the collar. We have to get another collar for Miss Wednesday. I'm thinking about getting her a Darth Vader collar. But anyway, so I was at church and I got a bunch of jalapenos. And so I'm like, and not very many people want spicy jalapenos, mainly because I go to the white people church, old white people church. So ethnic is Asian. I might be the only one actually in that church that's Asian. There might be a Hispanic person or two in Hispanic or Latino, but not really. It's honestly the old people, white people church is Methodist, you know. So there's this huge thing of jalapenos. You can smell the heat. And it's just like, oh my gosh. So I have this huge sack of jalapeno peppers. So today I sat down I had purple gloves on, and for one or two peppers, I don't bother with gloves, but for an entire sack, couple pounds, like 3 pounds worth of peppers, I put on gloves and I sat there and processed, de-seeded. I washed them, I de-seeded, and I put in the 3 different gallon bags peppers, and they're in the freezer. And my husband, my lovely, adorable husband says, "Well, I guess we could just use jalapeno poppers just with cream cheese, you know." And I'm like, sure. And I'm thinking in my brain, no, no, this is gonna be stir fry with beef and oyster sauce, and onions. This is every every beef stir fry you've ever had in a Chinese American or a Thai restaurant have jalapenos in it. It's jalapenos, and because they would use a different pepper in Asia, right? So here we have jalapenos. So it's jalapenos. It's white onion, yellow onion, and then it's beef. And it's normally an oyster sauce, soy sauce, um, with a little bit of salt mix. That's mostly basil, some other seasonings, but most Asian the secret brown sauce is a combination of oyster sauce and soy sauce, guys. Honest. Chili, and then probably a garlic or ginger paste, depending on which Asian country. Um, That's cool, Jeanette. So anyway, that was so I cut up so many peppers today that my purple gloves were green because the jalapenos I mean, it was a lot. After I was done processing the pork, processing the jalapenos, putting everything away in my freezer, um, I'm like, I need a nap. The next thing I know, I was asleep for 3 hours. I swear, I have never slept this much in my, other than when I had COVID or when I just had the first the first week I had the virus, that we don't know what it was, I slept for 4 days. I'm still sleeping. Week number 2, I'm still sleeping like I have the virus. So I did make a doctor's appointment. I am going to the doctor's tomorrow. Um, whether it's just, hey, you're already over it, or maybe you have bronchitis, I don't know. But I have this cough that won't go away. So I have James is gonna be working from home tomorrow. Yay. So I will be just taking the day off because my work from home, um, my work is on location and I can't do it from home. So it's fine. I needed, and I said, James, I'm not gonna miss today. I'm not missing my doctor's appointment. Like today, the doctor's office is open, but because it's a Monday and a holiday, first of all, doctor's offices are always slammed on a Monday. And then it's a holiday, so people further slam the doctor's office. So I'm going tomorrow. So then I woke up and I sat down, worked on some YouTube. I filmed some videos. I did buy something. Um, but to be fair, it wasn't a bag. Well, okay, it was a bag, but it wasn't a bag for me. It was a bag for my dogs. So you're like, Jackie, what? Your dogs don't need a bag. Yes, they do. So this is a backpack for my dog gear. So when we go places, we have a go bag for our dogs. We have their portable bowls, they have their leashes, we have extra things in there, extra dog poo bags and their blankets, stuff like that, you know. So every dog we've had has their own go bag. So this is our go bag for these 2 dogs. James is not aware of this yet. And then I got a backseat cargo thing for to make it so the dogs can sit in the back seat safely without falling into the floorboard, you know, and it has harnesses. So that's what I bought today. Um, it wasn't expensive, but you know, confessions of a shopaholic. We're trying to mend ways, change habits, and be more mindful of the dollars I spend since I have no more space in my room. And again, everybody who bought a bag for me, thank you for helping me reduce my hoard because it is very hard for me to sell bags. It might seem easy, it's not easy. I don't want to sell them ever. I just love them. And when selling them to my subscribers versus and my friends who are subscribers, it makes it so much easier. It does. It really makes it easier because I know you guys. I know you guys and it's gone. I know it's going to a good home. If it doesn't work for you, I know you're going to rehome them. You know, so it's cool. Um I bought things for the puppies because um that's one of the things we're working on is getting newer things for our puppies because we have a lot of puppy things. A lot of our puppy things are Great Dane size. So I needed to get pug size things. And even though we had Watson, Watson was a big pug. These 2 pugs together equal 1 Watson. And they need more smaller, daintier things. Like the collar I bought Watson fits on Pugsley, but Wednesday needs the smallest size collar. I mean, not as small as like a miniature Chihuahua. That's like a cat collar. But in dog collar land, she's an extra small, because her neck is like I think we measured it. It's like a 9-inch neck or something, 9 or 10 inch. Was it 9 or 10? Something between 9 and 13 inches. That's the next size down. Um, so anyway, we're looking at getting a new collar for her. And then the reason I was thinking about getting a Darth Vader collar is because you ever watch the cartoon Pinky and the Brain? So James says Wednesday is a brain and Pugsley is Pinky. So, um, Craig says Chanel wears a Chanel bracelet as her collar. Yeah, I know it was so extra. No, that's perfect. I would do that in a heartbeat, Craig. A heartbeat. That is her name is Chanel. She deserves a Chanel bracelet. Okay. Um. Yeah. So Watson. Watson. Not Watson, but Pugsley is the muscle, and Wednesday is the brain. She is the ruler of the roost. Uh, and for being so tiny, she makes all the weird. sounds, the weird chittery sounds, all the weird talking noises. She's the noisy one, not Pugsley. So we were thinking of a Darth Vader collar, because Loungefly has one and it's really cute. And Pugsley's wearing a Stitch Loungefly um, collar. Love that, Craig. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, Ronnie. Hey, everybody. So today is Veterans Day for anybody. So I thought I'd go down the list of my family who are veterans or who were veterans because so it starts off with my grandfather. My grandfather was in the Navy during WW2. My great uncle was in the Korean War in, I think, I'm not sure which branch he was in. I want to say the Marines, but I don't remember. That's sad that I know that he was in. I don't remember which one. So that's and then my uncles, both my uncles, one went to West Point and he was in the military, but he didn't serve very long. He was a short service in the Navy. My other uncle was in the Navy and he did all the way up to um lieutenant colonel or whatever that equivalency is in the Navy. And then my father was a colonel in the Army, and my eldest sister was a nurse in the Army. So my family is littered with veterans. My oldest sister is the only daughter who served. Everybody that was male pretty much served. James's father served in Vietnam, and his grandfather served in the Korean War, and he was a Marine. So lots of patriotism, military service. James didn't go into service, but he had thought about it. He really thought about it. He went through ROTC with A&M, and after 4 years of going through that, he decided that maybe the military wasn't for him, which is good because he knows now, right? Um, and then his brother went to food services. But Jennifer and I never wanted to go into the military after being raised in the military. My sister wanted to, my twin, but she didn't. And she served. She did ROTC in high school. She really liked the structure and the environment, but she just went. She got diagnosed with bipolar, which I really shouldn't be sharing with everybody, but let's forget that. But you can't go into the military with that, right? So Jennifer says, my father was in the Korean War Army drill sergeant stationed in Okinawa. Yeah. Yeah, so a lot of veterans out there. And whether you served 1 year or 30 years, it's a service, right? Countries, we put a lot of money into our defense. That is part of that. So anyway, that's my little, happy Veterans Day. Let's remember all the veterans. And strangely enough, my twin sister, the teacher, they don't have Veterans Day off. Like, wait, they give you Columbus Day, which Indigenous People Day, but they don't give you Veterans Day off? I thought that was like whatever. So, yeah, so anyhow, I do have a small, tiny unboxing, and I'm really nervous about this. This was a thing I got from Goodwill, because where else would I shop? And I was so excited to bid on it. And then when I went back and looked, and it must have been 3 a.m. And this must have happened when James was in the ER because I haven't been on that platform for a minute. And I was like, I went back and looked at it. I'm like, oh, please don't be not authentic. Because part of what appealed to me about it was it's the bag that I don't have the style from this brand. And that should be red flag number one. While I have tons and tons and tons and tons of bags from this brand, I don't know everything they've ever made. So sometimes I've made impulsive decisions, say, oh, let me buy that. And most of the non-authentic bags in this brand I have purchased are because of this very, very exact situation. And it didn't have it didn't have an authenticity, thing. It didn't show me the interior tag. So I'm like, oh no, did I buy a not real thing, So anyway, Dee says I had four uncles and a cousin who served WW2. My dad and cousin served in the National Guard. My brother and two cousins served in Vietnam. Awesome. Way to go. Family. Jennifer, wow, Dee. Yeah, the whole family. It's like, yeah, it just, I think my family runs with teachers and public servants in the form of military. Uh, it's just, we're littered with them. We just gravitate to those. We are also nursing, medical, my one sister's a nurse, but everybody else has been teachers or military. Really, that's what my family has just gravitated towards. I am the outlier. I am the non-educator working in public service now, but I started off in the gas and oil industry working for the public for the private sector, so I'm an outlier. I was actually watching Jorgelina's video today just before I started my live, and I didn't get to finish it, but she did the one and done tag that um that Dawn kind of put her in, and I was thinking about it. I don't have any one and done or one only or one and not done. You bought one bag from a brand and you want to buy more, or you only bought one bag from a brand and you only have one and you're never gonna buy another one, or you only have the one. And then I sat there and thought about it. I do have actually three brands I only have one bag from, and I don't think I'll buy another one. I have one Fendi, which is this little dude right here, this Fendi Mini. Um, and I have one Chanel, which is epic and gorgeous, and I love it to be pieces, and no other Chanel can make up for that bag. It's so perfect. I won't get anything else to compete with it because it's so perfect, right? And then I have one Hermes bag, and I'll never get another one yet. Yet, I might get another one maybe. But and then I have there's one other brand, one Dolce and Gabbana. That is going to be flying the coop and going over to Craig's house. It's just too heavy for me. It literally is too heavy for me. The hardware is just it's art. It is gorgeous. But anyhow, that was a fun video to watch. But let me do this unboxing before I just keep on talking for another 30 minutes. Um, this is the box. I was really confused because I didn't see it. My husband brought it into the house and he was so kind. He didn't say anything negative. He didn't even say anything. Um, yes, I do have more than one Celine. I have my original Celine. I have actually two vintage Celines and one more modern Celine, the Edge. And then I have two Gucci's. So I have two Gucci's, three Celine, two Henry Bendels, three Longchamp. Most of the time when I like a thing, I'll buy two of it. And honestly, for like you love the mini Fendi, um, for a right price, I'll sell it. I'll sell anything right now for the right price. Even that one. But that one's been refurbished and recolored. Okay, so but anyway, you already have a bag you're gonna get from me later. Um, oh, I have one Viv. No, I have two Vivian Westwoods. See, that's the problem with me. If I really like a bag, I get two. I get two, not one, two, because I think everything should have more than one representation of it. So if I really love something, so I have a Vivian Westwood little grandma, kiss lock bag, and then I have a larger tote shoulder hobo bag. I do only have one bag from the horse. I may or may not buy the clementine. I wanted the clementine originally, but it's such a huge hit, and everybody likes it because they compare it to the puzzle bag, which honestly, I don't even compare it to the puzzle bag. What makes the puzzle bag a puzzle is the stitched pieces or the way it's designed. Other than the way this thing opens, um, yeah, yeah. Craig says if Jackie really loves a bag, she gets 30 of them. Yes, that's true. It's because I've met Craig, thank you, BFF, the Ricky, the Coach Burrow OG bag, and then oh, why do I keep forgetting it? The boxer bag, the Reed boxer bag. I and those are new this year to my life because I've met Craig, and I have gone all no holds bar on those bags. Like I have bought so many of those bags. And guys, when I first started buying the Ricky, those beautiful Ricky bucket bags I bought? Um I got them and I think I gifted or traded or somehow they both went to Craig's house, right? Um I got them for a song and a dance. You cannot get those bags for less than 300 right now. They're on the real, the bucket bags and suede. I'm like, dude. And when I first started buying Rickies, $400 was like the average kind of price you could buy a Ricky for, and now it's not at all. Like everybody's saying, oh, the pre-love, relove market is tanking. Like, or you can't sell things. Like, well, unless I think the Ricky bag has had a little bit of a resurgence. I mean, it's a $3,000 bag that people can now maybe sell for $1,000 on the relove market. Selling it for 400 was a crime to begin with, but it was there. People weren't really into it. People weren't really loving it, but I think people are moving back to that American style, aesthetic, classic, look. And the Ricky bag is pretty nice. It's an awesome bag, guys. I like it, as you know. Hey, Monarch. Monarch, she got some awesome a birthday bag. So beautiful, and the color gold, which I've always got confused with because gold in Hermes language is actually like a cognac brown, but it's called gold. Oh, um, oh, I was watching um D says the Clementine to me gives me both puzzle bag and soft trunk vibe. See, D, I think it gives me more of a soft trunk vibe than a puzzle bag vibe for me. It always did. More like it's just a beautiful rectangular, but I love the way it opens. So I lost my train of thought. I'll come back to me. Let me open this. But I keep dragging this out. I'm a little worried about this. This is why I'm kind of dragging this out. So here's how it ships. Okay. A little worried. A little worried. Let's see. I don't know everything of everything, but oh, I think I bought a fake bag. It could be real. Oh no, 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 no. This is not. This is a special. As soon as I bought this, I like, ooh, I should have. I don't know what to do. You see how pretty this style is, this tassel, and this. And when I saw this, and then I looked at it again, I'm like, this doesn't have the right hardware for Junie and Burke. This is, ooh, this is a fake. This is not a Junie and Burke. This is fake. It says Junie and Burke. It says Junie and Burke right here. But this is not the right interior fabric. It doesn't have the right interior setup. This is not the right hardware. There's nothing right about this bag, right? I got this from Goodwill. So I'm gonna have to. I don't even know if this is. I. Mm, mm, yeah, no. Now, as I told you, I haven't. Sometimes do need to sample bags, and sometimes they'll do bags that aren't in full swing production. This is this is this ain't real, guys. Yeah, so I'll have to deal with that. Uh, yeah, it is wrong, and I'll have to say, hey, look, this is an inauthentic bag, and if they want it back, I'll be more than happy to send it back to them. This is leather, though. This is leather. Um, I could have this authenticated through Dooney, but no, all the hardware is wrong. Dooney does not do this. The hardware will have stamping on it. Somewhere, the feet will have stamping on it. There will be a lot more. This bag is not real. This is inauthentic. Very disappointing. And I was worried about it because after I won the bid, I looked at it and I said, oh, shoot, did I just get suckered? Sometimes this happens. It happened. So even though it's a charity, it's still illegal to sell inauthentic items. And that is also why they sell. I think this is also why they post it to um, FedEx, because the USPS, it's illegal to send it through that postal service if it's counterfeit. But through for FedEx, I think there's different rules or something. They don't. Um, Let me go. That's strangely unusual. Goodwill does authenticate first. They do sometimes, and that's why I got lured into that. I was like, oh, it'll be fine. And then I realized it didn't show me the right pictures. And then I realized, oh no, um, this is a little too different, you know, too different. So let me go find it real quick and throw in a help desk ticket. So this wasn't expensive, but it wasn't cheap. So it was $11 for the bag, 15 for shipping, $4 for handling, taxes were $2.50. It was $33. It doesn't matter. It's still in authentic. It came out of Orange County, which is different, you know? So I'm gonna have to open up the way this works, so I can walk you guys through this, is you have to go through customer service. This is the shopgoodwill.com. And I just go to customer service tab and you open, nothing's open. So we have to go to, let me see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a minute since I've had to do one of these. This has happened to me. This is the second time this has happened to me. Um, hey, Julie, I'm happy you're better. I realized that last night we went a little long, um, on our, oh shoot. I have two things I have to pay for on that I won bids on. Open orders, no, not open, closed orders, shipped orders. And then I need to go find it again. And then I need to go open up a claim to say there's an issue. And then it'll take them a day or two, you know. Let's see, Dooney. And I do have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. I know I sound bad still, and I don't feel great, but hey, I'm still living. We're cool, right? View order, and then I have to go to, how do I open item number? Ooh, and I was a second bidder. I was two bids on that. Man, I feel like a chump. Um, that's always the annoying part, contact seller. So you go to the bid order, you go to where it shows the entire ticket, and then you say, um, you go through their type, and I'm going to say fake bag. I'm going to say it's missing, um, what should I say? Missing hallmarks, missing label. And they didn't even show it. So annoying. So normally I can attach a file to this, but I'm just going to, this can cause, I have a lot of problems putting JPEGs or files, missing identification hallmarks. Thank you. Thank you, Craig. And say create, and they'll probably close it because the ticket needs to have um, images on it. They're going to say send images, but when you first do it, yeah, it's missing authentication markers. It does, yeah. Jolie, a bit starting to approve my doctor tomorrow too. My doctor is Russian, med school in Moscow, so I've got so many questions. I really, really, that I think that's cool. Um, that's interesting because you know what? Here's the thing about foreign doctors. when they go to medical school in foreign countries, when they come to America to practice, they have to pass our boards. Um, they'll a lot of times they'll accept the certifications and the from the universities and medical schools, but you still have to pass American medical boards. I've known a lot of people who have family. They're from India, or they come back. They come and practice in America, and it's yeah. Um, hey, Ravi. So anyhow, that's a little bit upsetting about the ticket. Let me see. I can view the ticket, and let's see if I can upload a photo. Um, the thing is, I think after looking at that bag, that's more like a. It honestly looks more like a Tory Burch kind of sack root kind of hybrid mishmash, and I think I really do think when I bid on that, I was just starstruck with, oh, that's a cool hobo. And then when I looked at it again, I'm like, oh crap, I think I got swindled, you know? So anyway, they're not authenticators. This is why they do a lot of authenticate first, and they will refund that. I will send it back to them. Um, because I mean, I could honestly, the hallmarks, the way it works on that bag, I could just take away the interior um placard that's stitched in that says Dooney. It's the only part of the branding that's listed in there. And there's no other branding, and it could just be an unbranded leather bag easily. But it's the principle of the matter. I wanted a Dooney. You know, it was sold to me as a Dooney. It's not a Dooney. It's a dupe. It's not even a dupe. It's just fake. Fake, 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 fake. So I was watching Love Luxury. They're a reseller out of Dubai and London, and they resell mostly Hermes bags, right? They're on TikTok famous, and they have Instagram, and they have a YouTube, but they're mostly well known for is TikTok. And she was showing, she said, the lady Emily, she's one of the people there, that Jennifer, I will not have to pay for shipping again. If they make me send it back, I print a label and they take it back. I won't, that was the one good thing. But so the other thing, so Love Luxury, she was showing two mini Kellys. And a lot of times when you see two bags compared to each other, it's one's real, one's fake, right? And she says, these are both fake. And she goes, apparently there is a well known, and she says a reputable reseller in Dubai who is selling inauthentic Hermes bags, and they keep coming into her shop wanting to sell these mini Kellys to her, and she has to tell them they're not authentic, right? It could cause some issues. And on her TikTok live, she destroyed the bags because she goes, the only way to keep these out of the market is to destroy them. Which is true. So, and hey Erin, I watched so many YouTube videos, thrifting, thrift with me. If you walk into a Salvation Army, a Goodwill, any thrift store that just takes donations, you will find a fake bag. They're all over the place. You'll see Michael Kors, you'll see them with Coach, especially Coach. You'll see them with Louis Vuitton left and right and center. You will find an inauthentic bag. And technically, as an individual purchaser in America, you can buy an inauthentic bag for personal use. It is actually the retailer, the middleman, that's the crime, you know? So, like, if I wanted to take this Dooney bag and I wanted to send it to Dooney and Burke, because they do an authentication service. They do. In their service request form, you can say, I want to authenticate this. You have to mail it to them. But if they deem it to be inauthentic, they destroy it. You don't get it back. And that happens when you do anything really. Well, that belongs to a company. If you send it to the company for authentication, it has their name on it. It's not their brand bag. They can destroy it. Craig says, "Did you see the one where the lady from New York had a?" Yes. Oh my gosh, Craig. Okay, so there was this one little episode on Love's Luxury where this lady brought a mini Kelly and she flew over from New York to sell this bag in London just to sell the bag because not very many people buy um more than retail um, brand new bags from Hermes, right? This is what Love Luxury kind of specializes in it for the Birkin and the Kelly. Now, they don't do that for the Lindy. They're not doing that, for the Bolide. They're doing that only for the Birkin and the Kelly, right? So she comes in from New York to sell this bag that her friend swore up and down that is new from store. She got it new from store. She bought it from her friend. I don't know, something like 20 grand or something. I don't, something outrageously expensive. She wants to sell it. And this woman said, see, they pay £1,000 fee to have it rapid turnaround. Uh, I think they used, I can't remember the name of the authenticator, but it's somebody that's really well known for authentication. And they said, "We'll pay the fee," and I can tell, but I can tell you with my experience that this is not authentic. And she showed her why, right? She didn't show us why because you're not going to show us, um, oh, the 37,000 croc. Okay, yeah, $37,000 croc, and it was not authentic, right? So she's calling her friend. It's like, I look like a chump, pretty much. I'm paraphrasing. And did you buy this? Did you buy this from the store? You told me you bought this from the store. Wait a minute, you said no, no, now you got it from a friend of a friend? She's like, you're paying me back. You are paying me back. I don't have money like this to lose. You are giving me my money back. And I'm like, that is a friendship that will never recover. I mean, never. You don't trust people. I mean, her friend sold her a fake bag. You know, heck no. Heck no. And she flies. Here's the thing though, to release that clip on Love Luxury, she had to sign a release form. It isn't just like uh she had to agree to have her likeness represented and her voice not altered shown on that TikTok and the Instagram. So that's how that works. Like all the people who go to like divorce court or all the court TV shows and even the people who go to the talk shows, everybody signs a release so that they can have their images and their personality and their voice and everything be shown, so this lady, she showed that. I don't know if I would have the guts. She must have been really mad at her friend because her face, her tone, people who know her probably know her friend. And if anybody saw that, I'm like, that is like, okay, those people know we're friends. They're not friends anymore. They're not friends. Yeah, you do not sell your friends fake bags. It's like, no, 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 no. Oh, and it turns out, speaking of fake bags, my mother is in Thailand right now, and my one of my friends from Florida is also in Thailand right now. And another friend who lives in San Antonio, she's also in Thailand right now, all in different provinces. But I follow them all on Facebook. Like, oh, hey, Joe's in Thailand. Oh, hey, Pal's in Thailand. Oh, hey, Mom's in Thailand. All in different regions. It's so funny. Like, what is it about November in Thailand? Everybody went to Thailand. Um, the thing is, you sign a waiver before they see the bag. Yeah, yeah, you do. You do. You sign away. You say, yes, show my likeness. And it's like, I don't know. Yeah, Craig, I'm like, no. And so many people on those shows that had their voices disguised. And I mean, honestly, if I was going to buy a pre-loved bag and had the money, I would go there. I would buy one from them. I, there's this other lady I follow. She's in South Africa and she's a businesswoman. She's very, well wealthy that she's able to travel several times a year. She goes to Paris often. And in South Africa there is no Hermes boutique. So there is no local store. She can't see it where she lives, right? So she flies to Paris a couple times a year. She goes to all of the stores. She plays the Hermes game. She's currently pregnant, so she was looking at the baby things and she speaks French. She understands French. She normally converses in English. Her accent is a British English, and she's with cousins and family who live in France. Not in France, but one of them lives in a EU nation. So anyway, they go there, And she's wanting to get an Birkin from Hermes. And I'm like, why not just go get one? She has spent thousands of dollars. It's not the money. She goes, it's not the money. I want to get it from Hermes. I want to be offered a bag. I want to be offered the bag I want, not just go buy one. She can just go buy one. She doesn't need to do it. She loves Hermes. She has lots of things from Hermes. Hermes isn't even her number one brand. She goes, she actually prefers other brands, and it's not. She goes, I'm not gonna. I'm chasing this just because I want one, but it's not gonna be. If I never get one, I don't care. You know. um, Craig says they're reputable and authenticate through uh, that person. Um, that I can't say Baba person. Um, Very reputable. Yeah. Cammy said, "Hey peeps, just popping in to say hi. Glad to see you. Have a great night, everyone. I'm exhausted. Have a good night, Cammy. Um, Thumbs up the live while you're at it. Thank you. Um, Cammy is on the great charm journey right now. She keeps buying bag charms and finding pairs for bags. She showed a bag charm on her Marc Jacobs denim tote that's a pug charm. I'm like, how can I get that charm? And then as I kept watching the video, it goes into the other charm she bought. And I'm like, okay, maybe I should clarify. How do I get the pug charm? Um, because there's like more than one charm in that video. So I'm like, okay, must clarify. Oh, my sister, my twin, she's off shopping for Christmas. Um, Yes, Jackie, they're on eBay for 500. Crazy. Ouch. The pug charms? No. Yes, the Napple Blonde, the Dooney um initial charms. Their hardware is very nice. Yeah. Mm. Cammy was trying to find me one. Oh, of course, of course. I'm not spending $500 for a charm. I'm not even spending $200 for them. I want that Donald Duck charm so much. And I told James, like, but here's the thing, the Willow blue navy Donald Duck little tote bag is $300. Why am I gonna spend $200 for the charm? Not gonna do it. Yeah, Cammy, it's because it's cute. That's okay. I have plenty of charms. I can live without the pug charm. I just thought yours was adorable, you know. And then I have told James, and I will be having more and more vlog sales. It's hard to admit. You paid 85. Was that a Kate Spade charm, Cammy? What brand was that? Yeah, because Scott Alicious was telling me that Kate Spade did a pug thing a while ago. Oh, by the way, my mother-in-law really likes my elephant purse, my tote bag from my little cute little Swarovski. Oh, it's Swarovski. Well, that's why. Limited edition, never to be found again. Um, what bags are everybody else looking at and buying? Because guys, I have so many bags I have nowhere to put them, and I cannot stop looking at them. Junie and Burke right now, the sales on their websites, I am dying. I'm like, oh, no, no, Jackie, no. No, Jackie, no. It is such a good sale. Um, Jennifer says the sales get easier the more you do them. I agree. I agree. I think it will. And I get very anxious with this. That's why I sold them, and today I had off, so I sent them right off to the um UPS. Nice. Ravi ordered the horse Clara and oat from for wedding season, right? Wedding season. Talk about it. Um, I'm waiting on my Mulberry Alexa. Did you buy an Oh, wait a minute. Luxational, you bought an Alexa? What did you buy? What color did you buy? More, I mean, I know what the Mulberry Alexa looks like. I really want to know what color you bought because that's the cool part, right? Um, I cannot stop looking at bags. I love them so much. They made me so much joy, and it's just like, oh, But then I look at my collection and I'm like, I can wear 2 bags every single day. "Oh, you bought a black one. Nice." You know? I like the I what is this? No, I'm not gonna take this pill. This is not mine. It's James's pill. I don't know why I have his pills. He puts his stuff on my desk and he forgets it's there, and then he's like, "Oh, I bought this again." I'm like, "You know you have that on my desk, right?" He goes, "Oh, no." I'm like, "Well, take this off my desk. Here it is." Um, I want the clementine. Yes, Ravi, exactly. If they make that clementine in navy, I am the first person to want to buy it. I don't care if I can get it cheaper now in a different color. I want it in blue. I love blue. Like stational, yes, congratulations. Which size did you get of the Alexa? It, I'm a huge, actually, I'm gonna sit down right here and I'm gonna sit here and split pills before I forget. Yeah, navy, navy. Navy's such an underrated color. Um, I love navy. I think navy is like the best neutral ever made on the planet. Okay, I am a little biased. You know, you do know I have a blue problem, but I've always loved navy. I love navy and I love burgundy. Those are my two favorite, and those used to be considered old lady colors, to be honest. And I'm so happy that burgundy is having its little comeback right now, that people want the burgundy. I'm like, yes, burgundy. It should have never gone out of style. Um, I've always loved burgundy, and I mean, because that was the oxblood color. That was the initial color for Etienne Anye. And oh, did you guys watch Kaz's video today? She did a really short video on. Um, she bought a bag that was misrepresented. She got a pony hair bag. She does not like pony hair, so that bag will be going back. But she tried on this beautiful boho chic white lace dress, and she says it's bridal. I'm like, no, 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 no. Put that white lace dress over a black underdress, and that will be so chic. It will be so cool. I've been watching a lot of styling videos because it's called they're called wearing versus styling. So you'll show a person wearing clothing and then showing a person styling clothing. Yeah. It's a really nice video. I told her she should keep that white dress, but she might, excuse me, she might be returning it. She has a very valid point. You know, South America and Australia both have the seasons are reversed from North America, as we all know, but they get so they're trying to buy summer clothes now, and we're all buying winter clothes. So they get all of last season's cast-offs. It's a legitimate statement. I'm doing better. Ear infection was fungal, so I'm on the right medication now and have a follow-up next week. It was a bad infection. And oh gosh, that's the worst. Ear infections are the worst. And I mean, every time I've had a really bad sinus infection, I've always thought it was an ear infection, but it's not. The one or two times I've had an ear infection, ouch. Um, Ravi, good to hear you. Yeah, I'm happier. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. We'll see what they say. We'll see if they'll listen to me. Um, the person I'm seeing is a PA, and I like PAs, but she doesn't normally see me, so she doesn't um, know my extensive history of and what I normally sound like. But honestly, for just what I have, I'm fine seeing a PA. I really see my PC or my primary care doctor when I have diabetic issues because my diabetic medication, um, only the doctor can handle that type of prescription, not the nurse practitioner, because they're injectable. My brother had such a bad ear infection once, his eardrums were, oh my gosh. Wow. That's terrifying. Literally terrifying. Um, yeah, no. No, no, no. No. No, thank you. Um, yeah. So my sister, oh, I was gonna tell you about my twin. She went shopping to. She's a TJ Maxx, Marshalls, home goods shopper, and she goes to the same location pretty regularly. And she's been trying to get Christmas things. I went to the ER twice, saw a PA specialist, was figured out. Yeah, yeah, yes, right. The PA specialist, exactly, right. The PAs, I stand by them. I think they're good. They're awesome. And then, oh, November 1st. Ugh, yeah. So, she's shopping there and she's looking for Christmas stuff. It's November, right? November. She's like, Jackie, it's all gone. I'm like, what do you mean it's all gone? It's the 11th of November. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. What do you mean there's no more Christmas stuff? She goes, every time I come here, there's no more Christmas stuff, and they get stock every single day. And she goes, I swear, people are just buying it all. I said, Jennifer, people are just buying it all. It's not that they're not getting it; they're getting it. But every YouTube video, TikTok videos, and I don't watch TikTok, but I watch YouTube. All the YouTube videos I'm watching are either people doing vlogs at high end, like they're going to like Cassie did a vlog today, which is fun and awesome, and or Nordstrom's anniversary sale or Neiman Marcus or some of the high end department stores where or it's Dollar Tree, Temu, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Walmart. There's a lot of shop with me at Walmart content out there because that's what people are buying. People are not doing shop with me at Dillard's. They're doing shop with me at Walmart and Target and TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And those places are selling well. They're selling well. Um, on vacation since November 1st, so perfect. Yeah, I've had to use a lot of my vacation days for sick days. I'm not too thrilled about it either. Craig says, here's the thing I've learned since becoming so sick with all of these doctors, and you simply can't take their advice, especially if it's just them putting you off. Yeah, advocate for yourself. Exactly. I'm going to flat out tell them, like, look, the only time I've had symptoms like this that lasted like this is when I had bronchitis. So can we rule that out? You know, and here's the problem. I have so many medications that I'm taking that have very similar side effects to just medical illnesses. You can't just go off symptoms anymore. Um, yeah, James went to the ER twice and to his doctor, and they never knew what he had. He just had to have, they said it was viral. They did all the x-rays and gave him 6 units of fluid. And basically, what James said what made him feel the best was the pain medication that was in the IV. Kidney stones. Oh no! I'm so sorry, luxational. Man, everybody is getting ill. Right now, I feel like if you just look at people, people are sick. They are in my town anyway. Um, yeah, so I've been looking at the Coach bags just because. Um, why not? I love them. It's a love-hate relationship. There is a new denim Coach bag I would buy in a heartbeat if I had the $300 for it, which I don't, so I don't have it. And I don't need it. That's what I keep telling myself. But Super Dacob did not go live Wednesday, which I completely understand, and he didn't go live on the weekend either. I think he's just taking a break. He didn't make an announcement. He just took a break. I was kind of hoping he'd go live today because it's Veterans Day, but I think he's just taking a break. And then some other YouTubers that I watch also took a break. This past week has been a rough week. Um, so anyhow, I am hoping that the doctor can give me something for this. The last time I had bronchitis, it lasted for 3 months. Oh, appendix. Yeah, appendix. Yeah, not cool. Ouch. Um, yeah, they thought when James was at the ER, they were looking at his abdomen, looking at his, making sure it wasn't the appendix, wasn't the gallbladder. Um, they looked at everything, a chest X-ray, did all the blood work, and they knew he was ill. I mean, they could tell it with his heart rate, and they could tell it with the white blood cell counts, but they just couldn't tell what. And that sometimes there just is not, they just don't know. And they said that. They flat out said that. Like, this could just be one of the things out there in the world that we just don't have a test for, or we don't know to test for. You know, yes, my brother's appendix burst, and they didn't believe he was. Oh my gosh, that's extremely painful, Rabbi. Appendix, and you can die from that. Like literally, because once it bursts, that goes into your abdomen, and that's what causes you to. It's a harder recovery once it's burst. is easier to deal with once it's been removed. But sometimes some pain from an appendix can just be displaced, and they misdiagnose it sometimes. And sometimes they'll just call it indigestion. Like, really? This is not indigestion, people. Catchy coach. Yeah, Monarch. Coach Hampton Hobo bag you were looking at? Oh, yes, it was. And that beautiful new dark denim that they came out with? Yes, it was. Oh my gosh. I was like, that is the most beautiful bag. Oh my God. I was like, so pretty. I'm not too enamored with the crystal ones, like the one that Winnie bought, the Joni. Um, Jackie, you keep saying it's a love-hate with Coach, but it's a love-love with you and Coach, I think. Okay, well, okay, maybe it's a love-love. Maybe it's a love grumpy. It's a love grumpy. I say love hate. I don't really hate Coach. I don't really hate Coach. I get disappointed by Coach, so it's actually easier just to say love hate. I just get disappointed that they steal my heart with things and then they discontinue them. It's like, I love that. And then I've always loved Coach. I've loved Coach when Coach was boring. I love Coach when people were like, that's my grandmother's bag. I have always loved Coach. So when they're having a super viral happy moment, I'm happy for them. At the same time, I'm annoyed at them because I want them to remake the classic stewardess bag. I don't even know what they call it anymore. The one that was popular in um with the airline hostesses, the hostess bag, I think they called it, and the one with the American Eagle stamping on it that they did for the Pentagon. I think that's what they did it for. It might have been for United Airlines. I can't remember which one. I get them confused. But it has the seal on it. Why can't they reissue that one? Why are they reissuing the Patricia and the Safari? I mean, and I like the Safari, but I like the vintage Safari more than the current Safari. Now, the new Patricia I like. I sold my Patricia bag for $65 to Missy. I'm like, and if I want a new one right now, it's $300. I'm like, what? Why are you doing this to me? Yes, the United Airlines Stewardess Luxational. That one. That one, there's a lady I follow on Instagram who has it, and every single time I see it, I just like, I have to stop, I have to pause, I have to stare at it, and then I have to move on because it is stunning. Just stunning. The embossing or debossing or whatever bossing it is with the American Eagle is just gorgeous. Good night. Have a good night, Craig. Yeah, I'm not going to be on here too much longer today, guys. I might do another mini vlog sale tomorrow on my regular channel, just at a random time. So it's not going to be at the normal time. I don't want to step on toes. But I have since I have tomorrow off because I'm going to the doctor at 2:30 in the afternoon, I'm gonna have some time. And when I say a little vlog sale, I'll never do like 20 bags at a time again. The vlog sale I had Sunday on the members live was only like 11 bags, and I have those to show the ones that didn't sell, and then I have a couple more to pull out and just show and see if people want it. If not, that's fine too. As I told everybody on my vlog sale, I'm okay if none of these sell, because I love them all. I am determined to once I've decided to sell them. Um, so I'll probably just show like the 5 bags I have for sale, and 2 of them. One's a Coach Luna bag. One's a I can actually tell you what they are. One is a Gianni Turini. One is a Consuela bag, Viva Consuela. One's a Coach Luna bag. One's a Iacucci. It's an Italian made in Italy bag. Really nice bag. One is I think that's it. Oh, a Michael Kors bag. And I might grab another Michael Kors to put in there in the sale. So I'll have a little vlog sale tomorrow to show everybody um, what they are. Um, Mainly because I don't have the wherewithal to deal with it right now, or I'd show you right now, but I didn't prepare. Of course, I didn't prepare. Um, and if I don't do it Tuesday, I will show everybody on Friday. It will happen. I know tis the season, and we're all shopping, and we're all. It's so funny. I was talking to Jen. I was like, she goes, "Everything's sold out, and you have to buy it before Halloween, or it's just gone." I'm like, Jennifer, anybody who does Christmas shopping on Black Friday. It's called desperation. You're buying, of course, you get the good deals, you get the good gift packages, you get the good sets, but I have found I buy better gifts earlier in the year that I can make them have better packages than the prepackaged ones. And listening to Super Dacob, he goes through the Chanel gift things. You really don't save any money buying their um limited edition. You actually pay for all that. You really pay for all that. And even like some Coach items, it's like, their little gift package, they'll have already prepackaged gifts. I don't like them as much as their other ones and their other standalone items. And a lot of times those prepackaged gifts end up on sale later. But I think Coach in general are making smaller runs, so they are not having as many sales. But right now, I mean, you can buy so many. They had so many collections come out at the outlet that it's crazy what's on there. I still go look. I still look like a junkie. Oh, there is a Wicked collaboration with Kipling. And I want this bag. Said like an addict. It's a heart bag, and it's a black nylon heart bag. Big deal. But it has the cutest pink and green monkey on it. I'm like, oh, I love that. I could wear that to work. It could be my new work bag, because the work bag I'm using right now is a white Kipling bag, and he loves it. He thinks out of all of my nylon bags, he likes that one the best. You know. So anyway, are you guys ready for Christmas? Shop for Christmas, not buying Christmas? What's everybody's Christmas stuff? I know we're all trying to just survive Thanksgiving. I do have my ham and turkey I bought Friday. The turkey is in the freezer. The ham is sitting in the fridge. I was supposed to cook it today. I'm going to cook it tomorrow. Um, we'll see how that goes. And I've been listening to an audiobook and just chilling like a villain. Nothing crazy. Watched Cassie, watched Winnie. Not that many videos came out today. Did anybody have to work today, or did we all have the day off? Oh wow, my Craig left, and so did like 10 other viewers. I went from over 30 to now mid 20s. Hey, Christiana, you have kids. You can't say ugh Christmas. Had to work. Katie had to work. I had the day off. My sister had to work. I had the day off, but plenty of people work on Veterans Day. Don't shop for Christmas. No need to explain. Yeah. Yay, Ravi, me too. I am, what's funny about Christmas? My sister's friend, one of her best friends, I mean, her bestie, is super religious. And my sister's saying, I think I'm going to church with her. I'm like, what? And she's going to the church I used to go to when I lived in San Antonio. And I said, really? I think that's great. And I really hope she takes her kids, because have a great youth program. But I don't know, Miss Violet's not more of an introvert. I don't know if she's going to want to do any of that. But Jen says, well, what should I get her for Christmas? So we're going down the list of things to get her. And then you have people like her husband, who is agnostic, who believes in, no religion or God, to be honest. So I'm like, okay. And then you have my mom, who's Buddhist, who's always celebrated Christmas because it's a holiday for gifting, nothing to do with Christ. um, Season, but I drive myself freaking fretting over gifts. I fret over everything Christmas wise. I used to fret more. Um, but I spend all year buying Christmas, and I've just come to the conclusion that I'm just going to buy things for people I like, things I like for people. Um, because they never give me a list, so it's like, if you're not telling me what you want, and we're selling, if it's family, it's like we have a very small family, so it's pretty just like, you know, easy, not easy. Jennifer's no work, retired, I only volunteer now. So much better just do what you really love to do. Yes. My favorite thing to do at Christmas when I used to do this, there's a couple things I used to do. And I will try, and I don't do them now just because of where I live now doesn't have the opportunities. Where I used to live, I used to do, I can't remember the name of the organization anymore, but where you wrapped gifts for children. People donate gifts, and then you wrap them. You have volunteers. I think it's called Elf Louise. You go and you wrap the gifts, and it's all volunteer based. And you have to donate unwrapped gifts because of this is the world we live in. And then you have the volunteers wrap gifts. So I would volunteer and do that. And then we would do volunteer the other volunteer angel tree, and sometimes they still do that. Um Christiana says, I love it, Jackie. I only buy things I like for people I like. It's like, 'cause, hey, at the very least, if you don't like it, I like it. Yeah, Toys for Tots, that's another one. But they do, we do that. We do a bunch of buying gifts for kids, right? Our office will adopt, or get 3 or 6 people, and they have a wish list, and they raise money and we give them their wish list, right? And then there used to be in Walmart and in our church they'll have a tree with names of kids who want gifts with items like, and I always try to get a boy and a girl, and I always try to get an older kid and something very specific because I think a lot of the times when kids make those wishes, they kind of say, "Oh, I want this," and you know, sometimes it's really hard to just like this one gift one year, and it was just 2 years ago I did this. They wanted this very specific Disney item, and of course, my heartstrings say, yes, I must buy you a Disney item. But it was a discontinued Disney thing. They had stopped making the show. Those toys were gone. I moved heaven, earth, and Amazon and eBay, and I found it. I found the thing she wanted, was able to get it, and then I added an extra thing because I just can't just do one thing. So I'll get them the thing they want on their wish list, and then I'll add in an extra thing because I think kids should have more than one toy, you know. And I love, and I don't know who got it. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is that kid who wasn't going to have a gift has a gift now, you know. And I just have to trust that the people who are organizing the charity make sure it gets to where it needs to go, you know. And it's just a trust process. And I buy the thing, and this year I'll do the same thing. My church does it. I used to do it at the Walmart, but it's been so long since I've seen a tree, an angel giving tree at Walmart. I don't know if they still do it. And I'll see like they'll do food drives, toy drives. I always um go to I go to Walgreens to buy toys a lot because I hate going into large stores. And yes, in Walgreens, things cost more. Yes, it's a convenience fee, but it's a convenience fee. I would rather pay the $2 more to get the thing out of the Walgreens than have to figure out which store to go to 30 minutes away from town. Yeah, I hope I made that kid's year. And sometimes on this this giving um thing on for my county, the county I live in. It's a Facebook group, and they'll ask for sometimes they'll ask for things for people who lost their homes or in bad situations, or I give a lot of clothes that way. Um and the more I think about it, the more I think my shoe problem, I'm gonna find a women's shelter. We don't have one here. Um but I know they're in the towns next to me, there has to be a couple. At least in Austin where I work, I know there's one there. I just have to find them. And because the shoes I have are really well-made shoes, and I think they'd be better served if I'm going to donate them to people who can really use nice shoes. Um, Goodwill gets they get a lot of donations. They get all the donations, right? Because they take everything. Where places like women's shelters they have rules. They actually have rules. Like if you're donating clothes to certain places, they'll have a lot of times they'll have to get them laundered first professionally before you can donate them, especially if you're doing a small women's shelter because um it literally goes onto their shelter and it's in a room, and that when they get people that they can, it's like professional wear and stuff. It's not just your normal other things, but things also like when you can afford it, pick up extra socks, donate extra socks. Um, Men's shelters, kids shelters. Socks are like the number one thing people need. Kids always need coats because kids grow like weeds. You turn around, they don't fit a coat anymore. So a lot of them don't have coats. A lot of them don't have coats until the weather gets cold and they need a coat. And then there isn't a coat, you know. My sister donates a lot of her clothes for her kids. Her daughter. The boy, his clothes get destroyed. His clothes get so destroyed, they don't make it to donation. They get trashed. That's how bad the boys' clothes are. But girls' clothes, all of her clothes have been able to be donated. There's a lot of resale shops for kids' clothes, and a lot of people buy clothes there. Um, if you could bring shoes to the police station and the firehouse, they could have. I'm gonna ask. I have a friend who does dispatch in the town next to me, 30 minutes away, but she lives in she's my neighbor. I'm gonna see about asking them because they're all women's size 10 shoes. That's kind of very specific, and I have 50 pair that I legitimately need to move on. Like I can maybe keep the few boots I have, but maybe a couple of the lace-up shoes, but all of the sandals, all of the slingbacks, all the fancy shoes I have, I'm never going to be able to wear them. But that's just part of the things on my things to do list. Mm. I know that blankets are often required and asked for. If you have a local dog shelter, the other thing that they always need is terry cloth towels. Um, it doesn't have to be a bath towel, any size towel. They're always needing those at the dog shelters, and they can always use, if you can go find like the 99-cent blanket sale. Sometimes they have those at Walmart, these little fleece blankets. Just buy a bunch of those and take them to your dog shelter, because they go through them left and right and center. They're just all the time, and oh man, we have so many intakes right now at our and yeah, the socks are probably one of the most important things people ask for. I have a bag of clothes in my car, mostly hoodies boyfriend doesn't wear. I keep in my car. That's cool, Ravi. I have actually a bag of clothes to donate, and it's been in the back of our car for like a month now. And I need to take it to the donation place because I keep forgetting. Because again, the donation place is 30 minutes from my house. Like I literally legitimately have no local donation in my town of 12,000 people. There is no local donation. There's a senior center, but their hours are so limited. They're not open for me they're open volunteer hours. They're only open from like 10 in the morning till 2 in the afternoon. You know, that's the only place I know of locally that can take donations. And again, they're picky. Um, yeah, socks always needed. Men's socks, women socks are genderless. It's just size. You know, it's just size. Um, so anyway, I was gonna say something. I try to balance the season with charity, and charity is all year, but this is a hard time of year for people. It's a hard time of year for me. Thanksgiving and Christmas, family. A lot of my family died this time of year, and so I try to balance out the sadness with the happiness and the charity. So I will be going live on Thanksgiving. I will be here. I'll go have dinner with my sister at an hour from where I live, but we'll be here in town, so we won't have to be alone. Nobody has to be alone. We can be together, and I try to remember that. Um, as many woes as I have, I'm very, very fortunate. I have employment, I have a home. Yes, I have debt. Who doesn't have debt? You know, I have debt or paying our bills. We're okay. You know, it could be a lot worse. I have health issues, but I'm live. So it's not over till it's over, guys, and it's not over yet. So anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to sign off, and I will probably come back sometime midweek with a little vlog sale, and I will definitely see everybody on Friday. Let's hope this week is a fabulous week, and happy Veterans Day to everybody, and we'll make it to Thanksgiving. Uh, so anyhow, be kind. Everybody's under a lot of stress this time of year. So just be nice because you never know. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.